Hello. How we doing? Okay. We are gonna be doing industries for a bit. Right. Who is this again? Oh, this is Elmeric. Alright. Actually quite similar to this. We'll just go like that. Oh no! Damn it. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on, can I pop the chat out? Hold on. Can it be pinned? No, it's not pinned on top. Oh, that sucks. Can it go back? Hold on. Oh. Hey, pin it back. No? Alright. Oh. Come on. Technical okay, there we go. Alright, I guess we're using my phone. Because I only have 2 of my monitors set up. Alright, here we go. Now we good. Yes. Ivorydale. Well, we haven't really worked on the buildings much, but... because it's ridiculous. Okay, and then there's this one. I'll put this inside the curve a little bit. They definitely have extra bits of cars, so we'll go ahead and there. Let's do that. Okay. This one could also use a little bit of love. We'll go like that. Why? Because a heritage unit is coming? Why would I check heritage units? Not going out. Okay. Okay, let's get the name of this place. Emerio, the chemicals. I already got a whole spreadsheet of this stuff. Retail, destinations. Yeah, we'll do... the destinations and stuff are kind of temporary at the moment. They're just the ones that I have in And there'll be more destinations later. We'll do some funny stuff like that. Okay, and then we want Waycross where I'm spawning all the trains. Right, okay. Marathon, copy that. Paste that. Yep, same imports. Alright. And the materials are guessed. Or just guess. The yellow lines are triggers, so they're basically sensors. They'll be invisible in the when the game's like public, but most of the sensors will still be visible if you play the game right now, just because it's not finished. And allows, so basically that's the hit zone for where the cars can be parked for them to be loaded or unloaded. And they also tell the industry system how many cars can fit, so it calculates how many cars can fit in the space. So there will be more cars going to this industry because there's more space, in which we can also add other sensors that are just storage ones, so it adds just space but not but cars still can't. So if you have storage tracks, so I can put storage ones in here and it will send cars to these industries, even though if you park the car here it won't unload or unload it. So you can just leave, you can theoretically literally just put these sensors underneath the loading thing, so unless your car is right where it's supposed to be, but I'm not sure if we're going to do that yet. Okay, hopefully that worked on the first try. I already have cars set up for it. I probably could spawn more of them in, so that probably could do with another train, but I guess we can hit run. And make sure there's no industry errors. Loud. That's loud. Oh my. Audio definitely needs work. I'm just gonna kill the application audio for now. It is really loud. That's going to Marathon. I also got to figure out how I'm going to name these industries a bit better. Those are all going to Marathon. B&G Foods. B&G Foods. Marathon. Emerald Chemicals. There we go. It's sorting them. Q. Marathon. 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 Lots of marathons. But that's partially because it's got more space. How much space does Emerald Chemicals have? Industry system. Industries. Memory. Chemicals, space available 30, max space available. Okay, so it's probably got one car going. Yeah, it only had one car, so. Ivorydale? Okay, so this is how it works ops-wise. None of the locals, there's only one local. I don't know about south. I almost know nothing about going south, but going north here. There's only one local, one CSX local that comes out of Queensgate. So out of Queensgate here. And that's the train to Ivorydale. And then Ivorydale is the basis for all the locals that do all this and all up in here. So 120, Y127, 227, Y190. All those things, they work this. So there's a train, basically a shuttle. So they take cars that are going to the industries around here, from Queens to here, and then the cars are going to Queens from the industries. So the cars, all the locals work this, and then they shuttle with one train back here. So there's a shuttle back and forth, and all the locals work out of Ivorydale here in this bit of the yard. And then CSX handles, I don't know exactly what they handle because this is NS. I know NS does this bit, and then all of this, and that's off onto INO and CCET. So here's 252. It looks quite a bit different. This looks a hell of a lot better like closer to real life than it does in the public game right now. So this is basically what 252 looks like. And then there's 250, which right now in the public game, there's only a cantilever, but it's going to have the signals. Oh, right. We've had some scenery work done here. This actually looks really good. Holy crap, I haven't looked at this, honestly. Here's 248. All the signals need to be replaced. As you can see, there's just masts standing around where signals once stood. Oh, the block signals are standing there in placement, but they can all be getting rid of. Because they need to replace. These signals are in. Glendale's coming along. This is the exact spot that the Glendale Police Department in the main game is. Exact, perfect value. It might be sunk down a little bit, but I figured, because this is one of the this is probably the second oldest building in the entire game, maybe the third. Because Glendale's the start of the game, and I figured it'd be good to have like a monument. It's a little bit of a big of a monument, but any of the other buildings would be in the middle of the main line, and this is all wooded / there's a garbage dump back here. So maybe we'll have to lower it a bit so it won't be perfect, but it would be pretty much, and I might have to back it up a little bit. It would be pretty much exactly where the building stands originally. This is Glendale, and then you got the Springdale storage tracks and Springdale. There's a lot of industrial parks. You might notice there's more switches. I still have to build all these industries and stuff. There's lots of activity on this stretch. So of course there's Stockton. And then you got Wayne Yard Intermediates. And then this is Lindenwold Intermediates. So then there's this as far as the signals go so far. All the track up to here and down in 248 here and down was deleted and remade. So all of that was deleted and all of this was deleted and remade. So of course here's Wyoming. Oh. People have been doing scenery work and I haven't noticed. So I'm kind of exploring. I've copied the buildings that Tyler made for Buyer Steel. Not perfect because this section, a lot of this is pretty close to scale actually. There's some, of course, creative liberties, especially with the curves, because these are just standard row scale curves, just made pretty. So it's not, the curves in real life are way wider, so of course it's not perfect to scale, but it's pretty close to scale. This section is actually where we skip one or two crossings. So this building really should be out to here. With all these industry tracks should go all the way out to here, but we wanted, there's a highway, well it's like a freeway, comes through here. So we were going to put that in, because we'd rather have the overpass than have the industry stick out right next to this road. So there'd be kind of, we'll have to make it flow. This doesn't exist in real life, this does not exist in real life, but Ben wanted to do some fun stuff. Same with this doesn't exist here either. But he wanted to do some fantasy stuff, and I didn't care. This is North Bend Road, by the way. The signals are where they are. Buyer Steel's where they are. The depot, all this doesn't exist, and all this doesn't exist, but the roads, the creek, and all that, everything needs to be worked on, but... And this is part of what if you guys are in the Discord server and saw the poll, whereas adding the scenery, which once we update it, I'll at least add base plates along everything, even if it doesn't have scenery. So that you can, walks, all of this would get base plates, all of this would get base plates. Kind of like this, so it would just be basically empty base plates. Not very fun, but at least you can run. Because this will, going on, this is the NS, this is Brock. And if you're going track speed, it'll take you 20-30 minutes at track speed on all clears just to get to the bridge. And then going over these bridges is only like 10-15. Like going over the CSX bridge all the way in takes 10 minutes, going 10 miles an hour to just get your locomotives from here to here. So ops wise, this will be very entertaining. I know a lot of people want to speed. Nathan's been working on downtown a bit, downtown Cincy. You got Union Terminal, CUT, whatever you want to call it. Well, CUT stands for Cincinnati Union Terminal. For the people who don't know, this is the CSX intermodal ramp. This is the NS intermodal ramp. NS is Guest Street Yard, and then the rest of this is Queens Gate, the hump yard. Got the Transflow, trim tracks, storage, / I think INO switches out here and NS transfer. I'm not sure exactly how the ops work, but I'd assume INO and NS transfer here. Well, I guess NS could, they have switches over here. The switches aren't, the yards aren't perfect real life, but I still gotta finish this. This is the NS car shops. There's technically a bunch of industries in here, but I was like, yeah, it's not gonna fit. It's gonna be too much, so I skipped that. Oh, I think I might add industries off the NS. There's like a lumber industry I might add later. I still have to do all that. I still have to wire up all the signals. Going northbound, you should be able to get signals from here to Hamilton, basically. Not coming out of RH Tower. This you got to love the 6-track signal bridge, and then of course all these signals. Wind Place. Oh yeah, you gotta love the Wind Place connection. You gotta love how there's a Searchlight, a USNS, Vaders, and B&O CPLs all in one internet, all in one junction. It's absolutely crazy. Hopple Street looks like this too. Wagtag. Oh, this one's just Vaders, yeah. Alright, what's that? Norfolk Southern, yeah, we're gonna have all the shabams. We're gonna have all the cool shit eventually. Actually, all the locomotives are gonna be remade. So, someone said Amtrak at some point. Oh, will there be Amtrak trains added? There's already Amtrak trains added. The only thing it's missing is a Viewliner and a baggage car. The Superliner's not even supposed to be in the game, but that's for the memes because I felt like it. Oh, this could be extended out. And I also at some point maybe, not promising, we might redo everything we haven't done. So all of this. Especially since I wish the Newcastle district here was longer. Kind of wish we maybe I could extend it to go like this. And then shorten Connorsville a bit. Put Connorsville back in here maybe. Because I would love to have the Newcastle district go farther. Oh, yeah, like I know it'd be good to redo all this going north because it'd be good to add Middletown properly. This is horrible because technically NS also NS connects to it too. So all this everything going north is look. Oh right, this is so old it doesn't even have the Carlisle scenery. Why are you guys asking about Amtrak? It comes at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's already Amtrak. Look. Locos. Oh wait, no, hold on, it's in here. So ignore that it's an MOW. See, look, Amtrak. I don't know. I don't make models, and I know Amtrak is not the highest priority of stuff. So whenever you could see a Viewliner and a baggage car, I have no idea. I don't do that. The only thing I've made from scratch out of all the trains in this game are this car. There's 2 different kind of well cars. I made this one. No, I didn't. Nope. I'm sorry. I did not. That was Tyler. No wonder it looks good. That's Tyler's. I did this one. The solid bottom. I did that one. This is the only car I made in the entire game. And then I've done some paints like the SD70, the Aces. Oh, I made ACU modifications, like I changed the Ace to an ACU kind of sort of. So, but other than that, all the trains are not made by me, so that's not my problem. And again, Amtrak literally comes through here stops here at the one stops at like 1:20 in the morning, and the other one stops at like 3:30 in the morning. And it's only 3 times a week, so it's pretty much doesn't exist, in our opinion. And they also stop here, like an hour and a half later. But Connorsville's literally in the middle of nowhere, so no one gives a shit about Connorsville. Eesh. Okay, I need to go back to industries or signals, because that's what needs to be done. I would like to get some of these in. The problem is I don't know which ones. I would assume... The interesting how you can connect to here. The question is... Let me look. Hold on. Ah. According to this. Interesting. According to that piece of paper. NS goes to this industry and this stuff. And then CSX does this? That doesn't make much sense. Alright, so I think we could be safe to say that CSX does all this. And all that. Alright, who is this? This is BASF, right? We have another one of these. It's up in Tip City. The game's big enough that we have several companies. Oh, wait, which one is it? There's one, there's three. What's it called again? Oh, Univar Solutions. We have a Univar Solutions here in Springdale, up here in Fairfield, and then there's this. And there's Univar Solutions right here. There's 3 Univar Solutions within a 15-mile radius, all serviced by rail. So that will be interesting. I'm gonna have to start using like industry codes and then having a list so people can reference it. I mean, that's how they do it in real life. It's industry codes. Everyone keeps saying Amtrak's supposed to be daily here. Where? No one's ever sent me anything. Amtrak Cardinal News. Where the hell are you guys getting this information? I don't see anything. And even if it's daily, it's gonna be here at 3 o'clock in the morning. It still don't matter. Okay. Applies for a grant. They have applied for a grant. Submitted applications for probably 716 million. This says they submitted. Multiple coordinate daily increased cardinal train speeds. Oh, it's only between Indianapolis and Dyer, Indiana? What the hell? This just says that they want to. Yeah, this is from Amtrak themselves. This is they've applied for a grant. Or whatever. It'd still be here at 3 o'clock in the morning. I ain't changing. RJ Corman? Probably not, because everyone keeps asking and it's like, yeah, no. I'm not going that far. I don't think we'll go much farther than, this is, where is it? This is Richmond, Kentucky, so I think we've gone plenty south. Because again, not like this is my job, so this is a project. We get to do whatever we want on it because it's a fun project. So, and we'd rather go to Deschler and North Baltimore before we go south more than that. I'd also like to expand I&O a bit. I don't know. I'm going to figure out. I&O is probably going to be smaller than it. I got to figure it out because there's this CSX main line here, and then I&O comes out here, and I&O's yard's supposed to be here, and it's supposed to be the CSX main line because it's supposed to be the Ohio River, and this isn't how the Ohio River works because I&O's here, and that's north of, because this is supposed to be up here. But because you see these big blocks, because if we get too close to this, Roblox starts messing with our game, and then the rails are offset, so then your trains get stuck, and I can't fix that without curving the map. That's why everything's curvy. That's why all this is curvy, because this is just supposed to be like a straight, all of this mess is supposed to go like a straight line that way, basically. But no. Roblox sucks. Need to quit. Close all the games. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and again, there's no point in asking for new railroads or more engines because it's already being done. If you want, look at the Discord and look at the poll that Tyler literally sent out the other day. He's working on it. And they're going to be much better than anything we have now. Okay. It's funny because all that people ask is about locomotives. It's like, why? Just foamers. Oh, speaking of foamers, funny story. I was out with Ben. What day was this? It was... I think it was Saturday. Right, wait. No, this would be Friday. So the 7th. I was out in Glendale for a little bit with Ben, and we were waiting on a train. What train was it? I can't remember what train it was. Oh, it was 361 from Indianapolis. There we go. We were waiting for the southbound of Glendale, and we knew it was real close, but because we could hear the horn. And so we were set up by the crossing facing north, and I guess you could call them a couple walked by us. No, they had their bikes. They were biking, and they came by us, and the guy or whatever, well, I guess the one person stopped and asked if we were watching trains. We were like, yeah, I guess. And he was like, I watched this one video I saw this video on YouTube or whatever, and they mentioned the term foamers or whatever about trains. Do you know what that means? So trying to kind of explain it broadly. It's like, it's a really broadly, loosely used term. Technically, all of us train enthusiasts are foamers compared to normal people. Well, as I put it, non-train enthusiasts. But then inside the train enthusiast community, the foamers are the ones who like scream at normal stuff, like, "Oh my God, it's Tier 4," that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was interesting. I didn't expect some random person to come up to me and be like, "Yo, what's a foamer?" So on YouTube, I was like, that was an interesting conversation. All right, I'm just chatting away. We just gotta have Q&A sessions at this point. There's no point in me doing any work at all. Oh. There we go. We can do the soap factory. Here we go. Where's St. Bernard Soap Co? Yeah, let's get that Soap Co going. Alright. Reset because Roblox sucks and doesn't understand how to do anything. Just gotta shut up, stop talking to everyone, and just learn Unreal Engine. But that takes effort. I have courses. The funny thing is I have courses for it. I started learning it, but then I was like, I want to make something, and I already know how to make it in Roblox. Because all my courses are like first-person shooter stuff. I mean, could I make a train? I've actually gotten a train to go down the track. Was it very good? Nope. I exported one of Tyler's models from Roblox and put it in there. Does it look cool? Oh, heck yeah, lighting's so much better, but... I just gotta I gotta find the motivation and sit down and work on it. Industry lit. Wait, no, wrong page. Okay. That's a drum tank. I'm on Google Maps now here. Trying to figure out exactly where these cars sit. Oh, it almost looks like they can have cars throughout the whole thing. We'll put cars throughout the whole thing. We gotta have some cars going to the St. Bernard Soap Company. Is this also part of the St. Bernard Soap Co? Or is this storage tracks? No, that's part of the soap factory. That's annoying. Because then I gotta angle these. There. I'd really rather not have... Can I get away with using 10? I think I can. Try and save on part count here. And the less parts, the less detections that it's got to do. So in theory, it's less laggy. In theory. Whether in practice or not, it really makes a difference. Who knows? Oh. Yeah, so Ivordale's pretty much tanks. Hell of a lot of tanks. If you can look at it on Google Maps. Just basically go to Cincinnati, find the rail yard, and then just go north a little bit. You'll see Wooden Place. It's kind of hard to miss if you're on satellite. It's just a huge plant. You ever heard of Ivory Soap? That's why it's called Ivordale, because Ivory P&G's Ivory Soap right here. Or so that I'm told, or so that I've researched. This is Procter & Gamble Soap Company. It's so nice that I've already done this spreadsheet. It took forever to do. Alright, it only exports empties, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing on 90% of these industries and what they do. But like what cargo is actually involved in it. Very incomplete. Okay. I guess we'll go back to Waycross. And added a new... What do they import? Glycerol. Okay. Oh, that means we need new tank car. Yay. Exports. Glycerol. Right, okay, so we need... Oh, I'm just filling out my spreadsheet here that kind of is trying to keep track of what I'm doing. I need to make like an app, a plugin inside Roblox that would just tell me everything. Alright, spawn more tank cars in. Let's go. What cars should we use for that? What kind of cars are sitting here anyways? Are they the short ones or the bigger ones? Oh, it looks like they're probably these. Ah, no! Damn. The thing is, I don't want to mix glycerol with this. Is glycerol a hazardous material? I don't think so. Hazard class. I think I looked this up. Not a hazardous substance. Yeah, I figured. Glycerol. Oh wait, there's already cars with glycerol. Hold up. Is it the big ones? Yeah, okay. We good. We just need the ones to spawn in loaded. I'm gonna keep with the rhythm of just one train being in, so basically all you gotta do is spawn one of these suckers. You just gotta drive this train basically for testing purposes. Alright, gotta make it spawn loaded with glycerol. There. Then it will figure it out from there. Alright, that's enough. This just needs a few. You don't want too many, or otherwise basically you'll haul this train in for testing the op. So that's what all this is. Right now everything's set up just for testing. Haul the train in. Oh, you gotta go under. Right, I gotta relay all these freaking tracks, because I noticed the trains, at least the intermodal train, was getting stuck. Even though, oh no, it was the Autorax that gets stuck. I'm sorry. You go in the yard, you drop your train. Well, technically you should go into the arrival tracks, and then the hump job will take care of it. Shove it over. It sorts, which it's already pre-sort. Right at the moment, it's already pre-set up to sort by local symbols. But if you go in here, click on the button, which I need to make pretty at some point. I don't know if I ever will, but click the button and it'll give you a UI, and you can change how it sorts, whether it changes by destination or yards or end destination and industries or whatever you want. You can change what track it goes on in the bowl, so you can change everything but the overflow track, or not the overflow, the extra track where it sends cars. It doesn't. That's not set up. Wow, Studio Tyler, yeah. Yeah, all the cars in theory. It's kind of just a test train, but you can think of it as the train from Waycross. I can't remember what the symbol is. I think it's 450 something, like 452 maybe? I can't remember what exactly it is. There's a train coming. And they terminate in Cincinnati. Cars be pulled off, engines go to the engine shops for service. Cars shoved over the hump, they be classified, sorted, backed onto a train in the departure tracks. That's NS, but this is the departure tracks. Put the departure tracks, and then, or whatever, however the yard crews it, and then it sends it off. The locals will, of course, if they're going to one of these locals, they'll be taken to Ivordale, which will then be sorted and put on a local. The local will do whatever its work, either in here, or going up in here, or whatever it's doing. Okay. Honestly, I think there's enough cars to... Oh, I want to test something with the Autoracks. I think it's just the Autoracks that are doing it. I'm going to see if I can get away with not redoing my track, and if I can just, like, move the gliders. Because I want to do a once-over on every single piece of rolling stock we have to make sure everything is A-okay. So we'll put it on the inside of the wheel here. Oh, another thing is I would like to add road numbers to each of the cars. Whether it actually shows the car, or if it was like a GUI that you had to click on or get near the car or something, I don't know yet. But I would like road numbers, so then, like, if you're working with a yard master, then you can be like, yo, I need X TTX 7892-3 or whatever to be on track 5 or whatever. Uh-oh. It's a zombie apocalypse. Everything's become radiated. $574, they keep changing all the symbols. Oh, maybe it was the Q450, I don't know. Wait, what? Oh, there's a southbound. They got rid of the northbound. Or unless I'm going crazy. Interesting, because according at least to railroadfan.com, there's M541, which is Queensgate to Rice. However, there isn't a return. There is a Rice to somewhere in Tennessee, Etowah, Tennessee. It's 542. Oh, is there a 4 up there? No? No? Okay. Interesting. And then there's a Queensgate, a Rice to... I think I saw a Rice to somewhere. Interesting. Okay, whatever. It don't matter. It's a test train anyways. Okay. Okay, now that we've fixed it out. The Autoracks that are sitting at the Autorack facility are still different gliders, but it don't matter. Alright. I'm gonna run, make sure there's no immediate issues with the industry system. There will be no staging yards in the game. If you've played Run 8, it's basically how Run 8 works. You run the train off the end of the map. and then a train will spawn at the end of the map. So instead of this will be being pre-placed, I still gotta code it, but there'll be a spawner, and it spawns the whole train in. Of course, the cargo will be somewhat randomized. It will be randomized to a point to where roughly what we've noticed is on the real thing. It's so loud. Jesus. It's a good thing I have it muted for you guys because it's really loud. Marathon. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's make sure we've got... Oh, my car is going to the... Whoa, it got dark. Yeah, St. Bernard Soap Company. Yeah, glycerol. That's cool. There's no errors, right? I haven't seen any errors in the outlog, so we should be fine. Alright. I'm gonna put more GP40s down at the Queensgate engine shops, because I would like to run some trains with people later and just see. I will put another one down like this, and then I'll put another one in Ivorydale. So we have Ivorydale stuff, because there's also... We'll just go to here, I think. We'll put this guy here. And teleports for now. Okay. We got industries. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no. 7, 8 industries in the game. Of course, I'll see 6 for now. How do I make the defect detector? It's not in this game, is it? Oh, it is. Well, basically, you have a part, and it counts how many cars go by, and then it talks. So that's how that works. I mean, I answered the question technically. Is it what you're asking? No. But since you're asking, there's 2 ways of doing it. Either you have a one audio file with every single word it can say, and you figure out what segment of the thing, and you tell it to play a certain segment. So start here and play for this long and then stop. Or you split the audio up into every single word, so you have a separate audio for every single word, which is how the current one works. So you have a different audio for every single word it can possibly say, and then you write code and figure out what it's supposed to say, and then run, and then you play the sounds after you figure out the calculations. That's how that one works. So math, I mean, it's in theory simple. It's just a matter of putting it into practice. It's just a bunch of logic, basically. Here. Okay. What to work on? I don't want to put too many industries in, just because it's still kind of in testing. We have signals going all the way up and signals going south. Pretty sure the signals go south into Tower A. I really don't want to do terraforming. That's how you make me be like, nah, I don't want to work on this anymore. Partially streaming so that I could like force myself to do stuff, but I've been flying around talking instead of actually doing stuff because procrastination. Accounting? Yeah, it's kind of like how it broke in Asteroid Terminal partially, 'cause that was partially my fault, but actually no, it was my fault. So the original one, which was way back in Classic, ANG Classic, the original one, way back when Roguescale first came out. The game was created 2 days after Roguescale was released or whatever. And that one, the ANG one, and technically the one that's in Asteroid Terminal at the moment, are all the same thing, including, well, similar, they're almost the same thing. The way they work is the same thing, except for the Asteroid Terminal one, when I did the up, when I quote-unquote fixed it, or at least it seems like it's fixed, I rewrote a little bit how it checks, because originally, there's a part on every single car, either called 4-axle or 6-axle, so the defect detector knows how many axles the car is. And it was detecting for that individual part. So whenever it got hit by a part called 4-axle or 6-axle, it would add one car. It had add 4 or 6 axles or whatever to the total. And it did some math things to figure out the numbers in the actual digits by the tens place, so it would know what was sound file to say for, so it could spell out 1, 7, 6 or whatever, instead of you can't just give it 176. Otherwise, it would be like, I don't have an audio of 176 because you only give it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got to split it up into each individual digit so it knows which one to play. But other than that, it's just counting that. Now the problem is when it's lagging and Roblox is Roblox, collisions can be funny, so it wouldn't work very well. And then Asteroid Terminal, we stopped using the 4-axle 6-axle thing, sort of, and so it was really being funky. So what I did is I made it detect the entire car. So every time a train model, like any part on the car, can hit the sensor, and it will look and see if it's got the value 4-axle or 6-axle. So it's a lot more reliable because it can be hit by the entirety of the car, and of course it keeps tracks of what cars have hit it, so it doesn't add the same car twice in the train. So if you were to stop and like reverse while on the defect detector, like if you're all of a sudden to go reverse, it won't detect the ones that have already gone over it because you're not supposed to stop on a defect detector. And which is technically capable of saying defects, it's just I don't have it coded in the game because the last time I did that went poorly. It was good. We were doing ops and a freaking coal train had, I think, like 16 hot boxes between Cincinnati and New River. Yeah, it was interesting. Yes, fierce, lots and lots of switching. There's still more industrial parks to add down there. There's still more industrial parks to add up there. So much fun. I'm just flying around, trying to figure out, because I don't really feel like doing anything. We're kind of just talking. Alright, I'm gonna hit play in the game. What? No. No way that shipped back. Sorry. I got an alert that a package was shipped, and I was like, there's no way it shipped already. Is this the news server? I don't think so. No, I would assume so because you're right there. Okay. Is it? Oh, right. I also gotta make it so you can make these go away. Oh, this isn't new. Wait, everybody, don't join. I gotta, let me publish this again. It doesn't look like it's new. Yeah, because we don't have the Procter & Gamble cards. Hold up. We gotta... Alright, published. I'm gonna shut down all the games, the servers. So rejoin. Oh, did I open Steam? Cancel. I don't want to open Steam. Oh, I did not want to do that. Okay. We can close Steam, please. Ah, that's a good question. I'm actually happy you asked that because it still needs to be tested with a bunch of people and trains running, but I'm kind of proud of my idea. There is not a try switch. I just went with the Y because it was already made. All this track. I mean, this track is literally as old as Rose Scale. Well, these switches are old as the first A and G game when we first did it. These tracks, these things are so sharp and all that, so old. But there's no try switch, and it works pretty much. It's very similar to the A and G one, except it's able to. You can change where cars go, except for when they get here. Basically what happens is the cars free roll down the hill. Hi, Tyler. And then they hit this, and they give it, the cars are given a body velocity, the same thing that moves the engines. So basically the rolling stock becomes a locomotive, and it pushes the car through until it either A, couples into another car, or hits one of these sensors. Think of the ones in A and G where there's a sensor, like the block, but instead of a block, oh right, I need to recode these because it doesn't, right, I need to recode all these. The hump won't work. So if we're playing here, don't use the hump because the hump won't work. I forgot, I played the game and then found that bug, and then I was like, I spent a half hour getting the train to go over the hump from that, and I was like, alright, I'll fix this later. I probably, you know what, I shouldn't play this, I should fix this. You guys can play the Deadboot if you want, but I need to code this. And figure out how to fix this. But basically, it stops the cars. It gets rid of the body pusher. It actually anchors the car. Because basically, my goal is, I'm getting pretty close to it, is that whenever any train is not moving, it is anchored. Because then, it saves processing power. And the server doesn't have to calculate any physics calculations on the car. So if you have 1,000 trains in the game, you're only calculating the physics of the ones you're moving. So, like with the hump, when it throws it down the hill, it gives the physics ownership to the person who's closest to it at the moment. I might need to change that. But basically, whoever's avatar is the closest to this sensor, or it's up here, it's whoever's closest to this is doing the physics calculations where the car is rolling into the hump. At the moment, I might need to make it so whoever threw the car off, whoever's running the train that's throwing it down, but we'll figure that out later. It's gonna be a lot of testing, and I gotta figure out exactly. I feel like I didn't fix this yet. I don't think so. Here we go. Ah. What we'll do is do a funny. This isn't the best code in the world, but if it works, I don't care at this point. I didn't get much sleep because I stayed up way too late. But you know, so we'll see how well my brain works. It's also warm in my room, so okay. Actually, wait. We're gonna put this in here. Basically, I want to check to see if there's a locomotive connected to the cars in here, and it won't do the stupid anchoring thing. How do I do this? So do I want to do it in this loop? If trend, find first child, DCC functions, oops, function, I can't spell that, frick, I feel like an idiot. I'm just gonna copy it. I don't have enough brain power today to do this. And then if as loco and constants is equal to false, then copy all this. Oh boy. I got it right, yeah. There we go, we gotta do that check, and then go back. I gotta find the hump pusher that I just edited. Oh, that's great. Oh boy. Oh, I found it, okay. Let me open a notepad real quick, just so I don't accidentally lose this code. Because then I need to copy this. Open all of these, and I could write a script to replace them all, but I find this is faster. Just open all the scripts at once. I think at least the original defect detector might be a free model. I can't remember. If it isn't, I can make it a free model. We can do that in a bit, since you asked kindly. You don't need to pay for old things. Will it work very well? I have no idea. Well, I know it sort of works. Whether it works in your situation or not is another story. That's the thing. We're just gonna place code. There. Let me try and get these things to work. And then if you remind me, then we can load up A&G and get you that defect detector if it's not already a free model. Oh wait, I think someone, hold on, someone was DMing me. One of the ex A&G devs. Where is he? Where is my DMs? There he is. Let me open up on. Is it still free? Oh, he changed. Wait, what? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, no, it's not sale. Oh, okay. Never mind. No, we had a conversation about defect detectors. Okay. Will there be more SpongeBob? Yes. Indeed, more SpongeBob. Now SpongeBob SquarePants, the -3s, there will be more endeavors. How many games have I made? Let's see. I have so many places, so technically made many games, but as in like that were reasonable. Here, I'll just show you. Of course, there's plenty of games that I have influenced or have code in or models in all over the place because I have a bunch of free models and stuff. But we've got, let's see, we've got A&G DCC Model Railroad Classic, we got A&G Green Ash Subdivision. We'll just list row scale games because that's basically whatever I've made. We've got the A&G Newbridge Division, the row scale rail fanning game. I never touched the alternate. That was other people working on that. Then of course we have SRI Terminal, and then I have helped with all of Nathan's games, so the Shack games, so the Holly Sub, the Plymouth, Chi-Town, stuff. I've worked on the NEC, the Northeast Corridor, for a bit. I can almost guarantee some of my stuff has either influenced or is in. Actually, I know for a time, at least, they've gotten rid of it now with all their they moved away from Roscale. But back when RES was using Roscale, my code was in that game. I could see it in the output log, client side output log. I could see it. I was like, hey, I wrote that. But and of course, the NEC and RES started doing the shrink thing after. The shrink thing wasn't my original idea. I had thought of it, and then I didn't know why the character would slide so much, and I didn't feel like dealing with it. And then, if any of you played Roscale Central, I was actually in a VC with the developer of that one day. This is back when Newbridge was. I was working on Newbridge. We were chatting. And he found a forum post, a dev forum, so just a forum post about how to fix the sliding thing when your character smelled down. So we worked together. So he found that, he sent me the article, and then I made the proximity prompt thing. So originally, Roscales, I'm pretty sure you actually had to jump hit the Roscale Central. You had to jump in the train when you were small to get in, but I sent him the part with the proximity prompt. Not that converting it to proximity prompt was very hard. It just changes how you activate it. But so technically I was involved in that. And then of course SOI Terminal came after Newbridge. Because I was working on Newbridge and I was like, well, now our characters can be small. What's the point in being layout size when I can just be small all the time? So I started messing with it a little bit. And then there was a bunch of there's several test projects that never really went anywhere. And then I randomly felt like making Glendale, because I didn't like the one that was in Green Ash, because Green Ash's one is really bad. And then of course the one in the main game is all right. So started working on that, and that this is basically was just my experimental project, me just messing around with stuff. It still is, hence why it's got the hump and the new signal system, a bunch of industrial stuff, everything that's been done, not very well tested. I see a revamp of Roscale Rough Finding, maybe in sometime in the future. Whether it's Roscale, like it's on tables, or if it's like SOI Terminal where you're on the ground or not, is another story. But I want to make one. It's just that I don't like building, so I have to have a heck of a lot of motivation to go through with that. Especially now that like the A and G stuff was easy, you just put some blocks, but this, especially since if I do another Roscale, like a Rough Finding game, I'd want to make it off a real life place and be as accurate as possible. So yeah, possibly a new thing. And then any other games, I can't think of any games that I've worked on direct. Oh, I've worked on the SEPTA game, code-wise. So yeah, but then of course there's plenty of free games that use my stuff. Oh, right! If any of you are OG to Roscales, back when it first came out, you'll remember how there wasn't a bell. I made that first bell controller, and then that went into the NEC as well. I don't know if Building the Trains edited it all, but I know I released the source code and it popped in there. I think I sent it to him and then I made it public after it went in the NEC. Because I think I thought it was going to be private first, and then it pissed me off that a bunch of games didn't have the bell controller, so then I went. Because the bell was just so nice to have. And then of course finally it was finally implemented into the official Roscale. Kind of curious on why it wasn't in the official Roscale. Oh yeah, Jax, yeah, right, thank you, Tyler. Well, you did most of that. Yeah, you pretty much did all of it. Tyler had his first project when he started working on Bobox. Oh, you got the funnies. Ah, yes. Tyler's been working on new models, as you can see, that look very pog. This is my first time I've actually seen this whole thing painted. Which one is this? Is this the... Oh, this is the Conrail. So there's different specs. So this is the Conrail variant. Obviously it's not done, but it's looking very pog. As you can see, the old ones are too tall. New trucks. Oh, I love the new trucks. They look so good. You know, the model looks great, and then you put the new model next to one of the old models. No harm to Nathan, but who made the GP4, I'm pretty sure. But the improvement is spectacular. Ah, you've been to Durand. I've been to Durand for about an hour. My brother had a hockey tournament up in Ann Arbor, and we had some free time, barely enough free time, and I was able to convince. We had to drive we drove like an hour just to get to Durand. We were able to be there for 50 minutes. We saw 2 trains, and then drove back to Ann Arbor for another hockey game. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nathan made a lot of these original engines. Here, Tyler, do you wanna... Does this have the spinnies? Oh, it's got the script. Alright, cool. Yeah, it does have the spinnies. Oh, it doesn't have the row scale spinnies. It won't be an end. It can't work as an engine though, so... Figured I'd wait for you to finish. Ooh, is that the SD40? Yes, it is. Well... Here, I'm gonna go ahead and load up, I've been messing with Roblox Studios since I created my Roblox account, pretty much. 2013. Well, I know I didn't start exactly. I would say I've been messing with Studio since 2014, learning Studio since 2014, just as a rough date. I had learned enough to know the basics of Studio and just a little bit of coding right when Roscale came out, and we were able to do stuff. So and we got ahead, so we were one of the first people to do anything. Like I think we even had the first, Amtrak man made the first 6-axle locomotive just copying the trucks. Yes, Tyler, SD40 fuck. Oh my god, the trucks look so good, Tyler. Yeah, because these even have the brake. You didn't do the brakes on the Jeep, did you? Yeah, no. But he did the brakes on the 40s, and as you can tell, absolutely ridiculous. Whereas Tyler's been modeling for a very long time. He's somewhat, not relatively, but only been at Roblox a few years. But he knows how to model. He's very good at it, as you can tell. So yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna check my inventory, see if there's already a defect detector released. Let me check. I don't think a defect detector was ever released in its entirety. Was the defect detector in the pack? The dev kit? Hold on. Oh, the VC radio! The Roblox voice chat sucks ass. I have it turned off because you can get banned for having it enabled, so I have it turned off. And plus, especially in an SRI terminal, it has the buttons always there, and I don't like that. It needs to be like a UI thing that can be turned on and off. So dumb. Or like a key. It just needs to be like up in the top bar so it's out of the way. I hate it. Especially since in SR terminal it's floating so high. Like I wouldn't mind if it just popped up when I was talking, but... where is it? Where is my... Tyler, prepare for lots of stuff being added at once. I could open a new studio. That would have been a smart idea, but whatever. Is there a defect detector in here? I don't remember. I don't think so. Oh yeah. Yeah, you see, SR Terminal is using the exact same track that's in here. Well, not the exact. The ballast and the ties and the rail. Well, the rail's the same. No, it's made shorter. It just looks different. The radius curves is the same thing. Are these my switches? Yeah, because like if I grab one of these switches, watch this. These should be the same size. Yeah, look at that. Identical. These switches are identical. See? Switches are identical. Free model. It's in my inventory. Jake's Rose Scale. Dev kit or whatever. It's got signals from Green Ash wherever they went. Yeah, make sure to read. Make sure to read the. Oh, it's even got the it's got the dispatch thing from the Green Ash. Make sure to read the README. You got to make sure to take the signal models and stuff outside their folder in order for them to work. Got the crossings. These things suck, but you know, if you don't have any, then there's some right there. There's a controller with the bell. You got 3D models. You've probably seen these roaming around. That glider got messed up. How? Oh, was that the industry part? Oh, it is an industry thing. I don't think they're supposed to sell this. Whatever. Oh, I think these switches are broken, but you go to the new kits, the official Roscoe kits, any of the official ones, they have the new track things. I think I might have even released a script to replace. I can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna close this because I don't think I actually ever released a defect detector. So I guess it's time to make a new thing. I'm gonna publish. No, I won't. I won't publish it. I'm gonna, because Tyler's doing stuff. Alright, ANG, Madrid Cube. No, Green Ash. Alright, it doesn't show up. I'm gonna refresh. I guess I should output the one that's in Newbridge, though. Is there one in Newbridge? There should be a defect detector in Newbridge. Oh, I wonder if the audio would work in your game, though. We'll find out. I'll release it, and if the audio doesn't work, then... Well, yeah. Yes, it does. Oh, and if another thing, right, I got a ping from the DevForm community Discord server, so I saw it. Roblox has changed some physics things. So if your Roscoe game starts doing funnies, go to the workspace, go to the properties, and it's physics stepping method. They've changed the default to adaptive. Your game might work, but I know SR Terminal does not like adaptive. Try fixed, and that should help you. It forces physics to always be more. It will make the game theory laggier, but the physics are more precise. Green Ash, welcome to Green Ash, yay! Now everyone's gonna think it's updated because Roblox is bugged. I don't even have to update the game. You just gotta load Studio and be like, place has been updated, and it's like, no, it hasn't. Well, technically it has, but I never published it. Okay, defect detector. There's one over here. Right. I'll go ahead and send it as a pack like this. No, I won't. We'll just do it this way. I'm gonna release the pack as is. Oh, wait, we're at 1,000 subscribers? Oh, on my end it's only 995. But I guess we could have an early celebration. Oh, we do! Oh! We do have 1,000. Yeah, let's go. Thank everybody for 1,000. Not that it really changes anything. It's just a number. Because I still, people are like, oh, but you could monetize now. Yeah, in theory. But I need like 4 or 5 times the amount of watch hours that I already have. So, that's not anytime soon. So, still ad-free, yay. Other than the videos that have music that get copyrighted. Then they might have ads. But yay, we're at 1,000. Yay, cool benchmark. Hurry, unsubscribe. I think it might just depend on what page you're on. Okay, let me go find a rail car so we can get this. Oh, I guess we can do. Well, we can have the. We can have the defect detector release as 1,000 subscribers special. I guess. Because, oh, we gotta have fireworks. I gotta bring the fireworks back. I was gonna do 4th of July, but I couldn't find the model, and then the model save or whatever for the fireworks, and then I found it after 4th of July, and I was like, oh, well, damn. Oh, this event's got the sounds in it. I'll leave them in there. I'll leave them in there as a present. I don't think the sounds will work, but you can replace it with your own. I'll get rid of them out of the 6-axle because that's normally on the locomotives. Jake's DD defect detector kit. I hope the audio will work in other games. Alright, we're gonna make a script here, make it enable. Nope. Alright, and then you have to copy the wait, no, you can thumbnail camera. Wait. Alright, we gotta copy the thumbnail here. Copy camera. Gotta remember how to make a thumbnail camera. Thumbnail camera? I think it's called that. Ooh, we can just go to the toolbox. Yeah, oh, here we go. Copy the name of that. There we go. Script is the readme. Readme, please. Go back to SRY. Oh, you want me to look at what you're doing? Are you doing the brakes on the other ones? Is that what you're doing? Because that's what it looks like you're doing. Oh. Hold on, I can't see chat. Let me respond to my brooder. Let's see. Okay, back to the stream. I've thought about doing that with buying trains. Heck yeah. Wait, I want to see what it looks like beforehand. You didn't do this one. Right. Yes. I've thought about doing the money thing. There's multiple different options because Newbridge attempted it. Industry System wasn't very good. This one's much better. But I think if I do money from an SRI terminal standpoint, That's right, standard point. It would be more of you get paid for being an employee. Like from our official ops, we're planning. The idea is that we're gonna have a normal ops, which is kind of like what most people do ops. And if you're in the ops server and have done them, attended those, then that's what they are now. Basically, the casual ops, and then we'll have the semi-realistic ones, which are semi-realistic / more prototypical. So we'll you actually have to do paperwork like EC1s, and stuff like that. And then we were thinking of doing, to make it easier to learn the route, like you have to qualify for different routes. I'm not sure if this actually gonna work. This is all just ideas at this point, but you have to qualify. So if you only want to learn the CNO TP, you just have to learn the CNO and TP. But of course, that's the only thing you can run. But that's all you have to learn. You can always add more later to your replica. But basically, you'd only work for NS in the game. Oh yes, Tyler's track. Yeah, Tyler. I can, if you want to use the texture stuff later to save your part count. Yeah, Tyler's track looks very good. Yeah, look how much bigger these curves are. These radiuses. Look how this is our one curve. Look how much bigger is his minimum radius, and these are tight. These are like yard / tight industry stuff. So much better, especially the big ones. Like Nathan's games have been using these tight ones. We have, well, Tyler, I guess but Tyler made these big ones that are so much more prototypical, and they look so much better. The only problem is all the parts. For smaller games, it work fine. But if you want to make a game like this size, it'd be a good investment. I can write code to just replace the tie plates and the ties and all that to make it a decal, because it saves so many parts. Hold on, I gotta... Where's Venmo? I gotta Venmo my brother. Oh, real quickie. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go back to, oop, I just closed out of my phone. I need the chat open. Oh, PTC in the locomotives, oh wait, I never got to fully explain the money thing. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I was thinking of, okay, so you would work, let's say you'd be working for the railroad, so basically you'd be like paid as you're working, like on duty, but then you could switch to being a civilian, and like you can buy different houses and cars or something, because I know Nathan would love to have cars and stuff, so you could do stuff, and like there'd be different houses around the map. There'll be so many. We could fit so many houses in this game, way more players than ever would play this game, since it's such a niche, and you kind of need a somewhat decent computer to play it, so should have, I mean, way more players than actually play the game, probably. You could buy a house, and then whenever you spawn, and then that'll be your house like permanently until you like sell it, or maybe there'll be a time frame or something, I don't know, but you like buy that house and it's yours, and then whenever you spawn in the game, you spawn at that house, and your car spawns at that house, so like it'd be your base. So the houses closer to the rail yards would probably be more expensive, the opposite of what they are in real life, because everyone would want their houses closer to the tracks. Because like, let's say you have to work out a base out of Cincinnati, it'd be way cheaper to buy a house that's, you know, up here, and you have to drive all the way. I guess you could teleport, but to get your car down here, I mean, it's just an idea again, but that's what I was thinking, is to have a, oh yeah, there you go, there's that crossover distance. Oh, ATCS, you were talking about PTC. So the fun part about PTC is that information about it is kind of scarce. Now, I do know how to contact, I do have contacts or able to contact railroad employees, who could theoretically give me ideas on how it works. I already have an idea of how it works from whatever pictures and videos I've seen on the internet. I don't think I'm gonna do an actual ATCS screen or PTC screen completely where it shows the track and everything. That's more complicated than I want. The signals are already. For anyone who doesn't know, the signals, the dispatcher, all they do is turn them on. So you just say it line. You basically line it. You just click line. You flip the switches, hit line, and then the signals will figure out the aspect all by themselves. But PTC, I think it'd be good to at least have a window for PTC failures and errors that you gotta troubleshoot and all that, and be like, oh, we're having PTC's issues today, or like you're going along and then all of a sudden PTC craps itself. Oh, IRL time maybe at some point. I thought about doing that when I added the game timer. I gotta to make a whole admin console like UI and all that, so you can like change the time, either being real time or change the time acceleration, the weather. That would be good. It's just that it's a lot of work because I am the only programmer in our studio in Studio 311, unfortunately. So, you know, lots of work. Lots of work because I gotta get this game. I still have to test these sensors work. I'll test those later tonight, I think. Now, my brother's bringing food, so I don't know if I'm gonna hop off the stream or if I'm gonna pause it. He's just down the road. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, thank you for reminding me. We keep getting distracted. I'm good at that. All right, I think I'm gonna upload. I might start another stream later on. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and upload this. In order to edit, between lines 42 and 53. Uh, 42, 53. Being played. All right, and then in order for a train to be detected, it must have a part called 4-axle or 6-axle. High and wides. We've thought about doing high and wides. I just haven't done it yet. There's actually a high and wide place. There's actually a spur that comes off the Carlisle siding. It's around here. Somewhere in here, there's a spur. Goes back, and there's a industry. If you watch Jawtooth, you might have seen it. I know he's got a video or two on it. Can't remember what it's called. But they do like it's like generators, like transformers or something. I can't remember. All right. Let's see. Is that enough information? This is the DD for the green ash. Yep. In order to edit the milepost, the track number. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's all you would need. Due to Roblox audio changes, you may need to replace your own. Yep. In order for a train to be detected, I think that's enough. Okay. I want to change this because this is before failing. This being. Yeah. Put that. Got an advert. Put an advert in there. Okay. Okay, I think this is good. I'd assume this works. I mean, it's literally what's in green ash. So, as you guys saw, I literally copy and pasted it. So, publish, save to Roblox. Put underneath me. Distributed marketplace. Oh, a lot of comments. Yeah, you see this thumbnail. There you go. Boom. Close. Ah, I should have. Let me make it for sale. I'll put it in the chat. See. Yeah, Tyler, you can leave the GP40 in the dev build. I might take the scripts out of it so we can just push it around. Discard those changes. Don't need them. Defector kit. Okay, configure. Oh, it's already on sale. Duh. I just gotta give you guys the link. Have fun, everybody. You should be able to click on that. I'll put in the description too. It should be in the description as well. Yes, okay. Or Tyler, if you've already taken it out of Studio, you don't have to keep it in here. Because I don't see it. Not that that really means anything, but either who. I'm gonna publish because I'm gonna play this later. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So thank everyone for tuning in. If you're in Studio 311 Discord, I might say something. Because I'll probably test. I'm gonna test the game out later. So if anyone wants to play or test it, figure that out. So see y'all next time or later, or I don't know, whenever we see y'all.